Hey everybody, you're watching GT Sam. I'm Sam, and we are here today again with the Ford Taurus doing a very exciting maintenance item. What could that possibly be? Some of my favorite things ever, transmission drain and fill. Absolutely, that is what we're doing, and this big red bottle is the key to our success here. This is the Motorcraft LV fluid. So it's backwards compatible a little bit for some models. This is the newest and best you could have right here for a vehicle just like this. It's a 2012 Ford Taurus and the fluid it needs. Now, these transmissions are pretty stout, actually. They can go a long time, but we want to make sure it's even perfect, more perfect and better for the long haul. Now, this vehicle has been abused for a very long time. We're still working on things. This is one of the things we have to do. We have 120 something miles on this, 100,000 miles on this thing. So draining the fluid out and putting it back in is actually easier than my Hondas or Acuras that I have worked on before. It's crazy. So I'm going to show you all about it, how to do this real quick and easy. And this applies to a couple different models listed right here as well for vehicles you could do this with. Now, the filter, don't even try it. You have to take apart the whole side of the transmission to actually get to the filter. It's not worth it. Nobody does it. Check the forums. Check with me. You're going to get the same answer. Nobody does it. You're going to pay thousands of dollars to even get that done at a dealership. So even now, you can actually go into your owner's manual and find valuable information in here. Now, you have the capacities and the type of fluid you can use in this. Tells you right here inside of the owner's manual. And so you're on the pages, you gotta go all the way back, usually the capacities, the full, and then goes to a page right here on talking about how to check the actual fluid. Now, I'll give you a rundown real quick. What you have to do is you drive around for a little bit, check the level, you can get up to operating temperature. It goes about 20 miles. And then now transmission fluid always expands. And that's why you have to get it warmed up first to see what the level is before you actually, can get an accurate level. So for this, we are accurate and level with all the fluids and checking that. Now, with this, you have to go ahead, drive around a couple miles, then you park your car, level surface, go through all the gears real quick, and for about 10 seconds, then turn off the car, let it sit for 30 seconds, check the fluid, pull the dipstick out, check fluid, put it back in, check it again. That's your level. And we'll be doing that pretty much with the new fluid also. Now you can also do this by just emptying out, measuring how much it came out, and then putting the same amount back in. But we're just gonna be doubly careful and sure about this. Now, to actually get to the dipstick, it's right over here, and I'm gonna show you how to get to that pretty much right now. So first thing we wanna do, go ahead and make life easy, jack up the car in a safe spot, get your jack stand under there, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this right now. So where we have to go for the actual dipstick to get there, and the fill port is right underneath here. You can get to it off to the side here, but filling and stuff like that, and make your life easy, you could use a really long transmission fill neck funnel, and I have one, but I want to see what's going on. I want to clean down there too. I don't want to get any debris in there. So I'll show you. So we have to get the MAF sensor plug out, connectors, and then just move this, unclip this. Not too bad. So first off, get the clips out of the way here. Got two, one right under there. Let's pull this sensor out of the way. Little clip under the bottom, pull, press and pull, boom, got it. It's already pretty loose, already doing pretty good. So get that top off of there. Ourselves an 8 here, loosen that up. Nice and loose, look at that. Okay, then we can pop, pull, and pop. Wow, look at that, just comes right out of there. There you go. Got your air filter hanging out. Nice and new, I forgot to replace that for them. Fresh. Some two nuts right here. Get those out. It's like a little bit of an intake in the front there. Put those in a safe spot. There we go. Nice. Excellent. That makes life easy. And you pull up a little bit because that's rubber boots in the bottom there. Voila. Shake out your dirt into the trash and be all set. Ta-da! You can kind of see down there. Let's get you a little closer in. This is home base. This is where we gotta be. That's where all the junk is. So you can see, kind of wet, stuff like that. The top of this is very grimy. I'm definitely gonna clean that. So what we do, it's already all in my hands. Oh, this is our fill and check spot. Go to see right here. See a little bit. It's dark. It's dark fluid. Let's see. It's smells used. I put it on my hand here. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking at some nice brownage right here. It's brown, it's well used, needs to be done. And the client says that it's starting to get a little weird on the highway with like, it almost doesn't know what it's doing. And that's the kind of common thing, I would say. So let's go ahead and clean this up real quick with some mild detergent and then keep moving on. See? Better. Nice and clean. All right. Now back in action here. All right. So of course, still low. I'm gonna leave that loose because we gotta go underneath and start draining everything. All right, with the cat in my way, my face here, I'm gonna show you guys all about this. So this is the underside of the transmission here. So just like right at the front where we were to check everything, here's your drain bolt. And that's it. So what we need is, not this guy, we need an 11mm socket. So it fits on there perfectly. Of course, please make sure you're loosening it. And then that'll be it. So make sure you got your drain pan right below here. And go for it. Loosening. There we go. Loosening. All right, once it's loosened enough, I'm just going to go ahead and take it with my hand here. Now, it is going to be maybe a little bit warm, but not too bad. I was ready to see what this looks like. I know I am. Here we go. Oop. Oh, look at that. Looking black. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Brown and black. Okay, hint of red. You know, this little peanut here doesn't even have a magnet on it, so that's okay, I guess. There's no magnet on there or anything, so I'm just going to clean that up. Simple stuff. I left the top open so it drains faster. There we go. Fluid is coming out. Now, in the book it says 10 quarts or 11 quarts if it's a SHO, but that's for a flush. And you don't want to do a flush because that just ruins everything. So we're doing a drain and fill. Much safer, much gentler in the whole system here. And so, clean this up, set up to the side. What's that? I'm going to let this thing drain, and that'll be that. As we can see, dark and brown. We want it to be a nice bright red. And it smells like used fluid, so this will be good. All right, everyone, we're at a nice steady drip here. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Then I'm just going to plug it right back up here. Steady drip? I mean small drip. There we go. I'll put it by hand right there. And like, you don't want to break this inside of here, so not much torque. Just a little bit. There we go. Just gonna go ahead, get this on the ground so we get some level, equal measurements. As you see, got my funnel right here all ready to go. Use a smaller one if you want, but I have it. It's available. I'm gonna use it. So, got a nice fluid right here. Remember, Mercron LV for this. Nothing else, all right? None of that cheap stuff or fake stuff. Get the original. Even in the book it says if you don't use it, it's going to cause damage. I know it's like, well, they all say that. Well, you know, they're right. So, all right. We'll start pouring in a couple quarts. Look at that, nice and bright red. Beautiful. I was dumping out the fluid into my bucket, and it was very, very, very dark brown. So, very long time since it's ever been touched, I would say. So at least we're putting in the good stuff now. Let's go ahead and get a baseline. This is 5 quarts for this whole jug. I'm going to go for about 3.5. I literally heard the heating unit kick on here. I thought it was dripping out of the bottom of this thing. I was like, oh, that scared me. Okay. Right on the end. Right on the end. Okay. Good. So we're pretty much almost full. So I'm going to close this up, tighten it up, put it back together. We're going to go for a drive for about a couple miles. Make sure everything is all warmed up to operating temperature. Come back and check the fluids then. So while we're in here, before we go launching off, I like to make sure the engine is pretty much warm-ish. And so we're going to go cycle through the gears about 10 seconds each. The book even says that too. So while we're here, foot on the brake hard. All right, so let's go to reverse. So far, feels smooth. All right, time to take it for a drive. We're back from our drive. Definitely a good amount of miles. So reach right back down in here, and you'll be able to get the dipstick out, no problem. So I'm going to go in there first. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to wipe it off, and then we'll check it again. I'm going to move this just to make everything a little bit nicer and easier. Hopefully. Off now. Go for the wipe. Yeah, let's take a look at the evidence. God. I dare say, I think we need more. Alright, well, that's why we do these things. Okay, get the funnel. Ah, much better. You can definitely see that right there. We are right below hot, just ever so slightly. Perfect, leave it like that. That's great. Wipe it off, put it back in, then let's button up this car, and let's get back on the road. And our level is perfect now. As I went through all the procedures, go through the gear shifting for 10 seconds, and go for the drives, make sure all the fluid's warmed up, we're great. Now, we used about just a little bit less, maybe 3.9 quarts. That's how much we put in there. We got a little bit left. It's a 5-quart bottle. Go ahead and get that. That's be perfect for you. I have a little bit left over just in case. But this is the start of the show right here. This is meant for lower friction technology, it says around the front there. And this is going to go very well for this transmission for a very long time from here on out now. So guys, what do you think of today's video? If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up right there. Make sure you subscribe for more content quite like this and much more exciting things to come along the way here. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Love to read them and help you out. If you have anything that you want to suggest or talk about, we'd love to talk about with you down below. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This is GT Sam. I'm going to catch you next time. Where are you going?